So, hello everyone. Today I will explain you the properties of Laplace transform. I will explain you the properties with an example. So let's start with the first property. So the first property says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of a into f1 of t plus b into f2 of t, then it will be a into Laplace transform of f1 into t plus b into Laplace transform of f2 of t. Okay, so let's see with an example. So here we have to find the Laplace transform of sine hyperbolic t plus 5. So here a is 1 and b is 5, and f1 of t is sine hyperbolic t and f2 of t is equals to 1. Okay, so by using the property number 1, we can write this Laplace transform of sine hyperbolic t plus Laplace transform of 5. So we know the formula of Laplace transform of sine hyperbolic at, which is a upon s square minus a square. Here a is 1, that's why 1 upon s square minus 1 square, which is 1. And we also know the formula of Laplace transform of 1, which is 1 upon s. So here 5 was constant, that's why I have removed it outside and I have written Laplace transform of 1. So 1 upon s square minus 1 plus 5 into 1 upon s, which is 5 upon s. So this is our final answer. Now moving to the property number 2, it says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of e raised to at into f of t, then first of all we have to find f of s, which we'll get by finding the Laplace transform of f of t. After finding the Laplace transform of f of t, uh, we will replace the value of s by s minus a. So now we will see this property with an example. So our example is we have to find the Laplace transform of e raised to minus 3t into sine 2t plus 5. So here a is minus 3, and then we have to find the Laplace transform of sine 2t plus 5 to get f of s. So we have used the formula of trigonometry, which says that if we have sine a plus b, then we can write it as sine a into cos b plus cos a into sine b. So here cos 5 is a constant, I have removed it outside, and sin 5 is also a constant, so I have removed it outside. So now cos 5 into we also know the formula of sine. We also know the formula of Laplace transform of sine at, which is a upon s square plus a square. So a is 2, that's why 2 upon s square plus 2 square, which is 4. And we also know the formula of Laplace transform of cos at, which is s upon s square plus a square. So s upon s square plus 4 square, 2 square, which is 4. So we have modified it by multiplying this cos 5 inside and sin 5 inside, and the denominator was constant, that's why I have written this common denominator and the numerator together. So this is our f of s. So now we have find the f of s. Now we will apply the property number 2, which says that we have to replace the value of s with s minus a. So a was minus 3, that's why I will replace the value of s with s plus 3. So here 2 cos 5 plus here it is s, so I will replace it by s plus 3 into sin 5, and here it is s square, so I will replace it by s plus 3 the whole square plus 4. So now we will see property number 3, which says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of f of at, then it will be 1 upon a into f of s upon a. So we will see this property with an example. So our example says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of f of 90, given Laplace transform of f of t is equals to 1 upon s root s plus 1. So we have written this condition consideration which was given in the question. Then we have simply used the property number 3, which says that f of a is 9, that's why 1 upon 9 into f of s upon 9. So we have applied the property, and we will simply see this condition. It was given Laplace transform of f of t. So here we we will replace the value of s with s upon 9. So we have written this 1 upon 9 into 1 upon s upon 9 to s upon 9 plus 1. Then I have simply cross multiplied 9 over here. So 1 upon 9, 9 and 9 will get cancelled, and the 3 will goes up. Root of 9 is 3, that's why 3 will go up, and we will get this answer. So this is the final answer. Now we will see the property number 4. So the property number 4 says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of t into f of t, then it will be minus derivative of f of s. So we will get f of s by simply getting the Laplace transform of f of t. So now we will see this property with an example. So our example says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of t into sine 4t, so here f of t is sine 4t. So we will first of all find the Laplace transform of f of t. So Laplace transform of sine 4t is 4 upon s square plus 16. That is a is 2. That's why a upon s square plus a square, which is 4 square, which is 16. Okay. So this is our f of s. So now we will simply use the property number 4, which says that Laplace transform of t into f of t is equals to minus derivative of s into f of s. Our f of s is 4 upon s square plus 16. So we will simply write this minus derivative of 4 upon s square plus 16. So we know the derivative of 1 upon x, which is minus 1 upon x square. So here 1 upon s square plus 16, derivative of 1 upon s square plus 16 is minus 1 upon derivative of minus 1 upon s square plus 16 into derivative of s square, which is 2s. And that minus minus will get cancelled, that's why there is no negative sign over here. Okay, so 4 into 2s upon s square plus 16 t whole square. So our final answer is 8s upon s square plus 16 t whole square. So now we will see the property number 5. So the property number 5 says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of t raised to n into f of t, then it will be minus 1 raised to n into derivative of nth with respect to s raised to nth into f of s. I am not able to pronounce this. Try to understand what I have written over here. So we will see this property with an example. So if you have to find the Laplace transform of t raised to 6 into e raised to minus t, so we will first of all find the Laplace transform of f of t. So our f of t is e raised to minus t. That's why Laplace transform of e raised to minus t is equals to 1 upon s plus 1. So this is our f of s. So now we will use the property Laplace transform of t raised to 6 into e raised to minus t is equals to minus 1 raised to 6, which is a positive value. Okay, and the derivative of 6 into 1 upon s plus 1. Our f of s was 1 upon s plus 1. So we know the formula of nth derivative, which is n factorial upon s plus x plus a raised to n plus 1. So our n was 6, that's why 6 factorial upon x was s, that's why s plus a was 1, that's why s plus 1 raised to n plus 7, that is 6 plus 7, that 6 plus 1, that is 7. Okay, so this is our final answer. So now moving to the property number 6. So the property number 6 says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of 1 upon t into f of t, then it will be integration of f of s from s to the infinity. So we will see this property with an example. So if you have to find the Laplace transform of sine 4t upon t, then first of all we will find the Laplace transform of f of t, which is sine 4t, and the Laplace transform of sine 4t is equal to 4 upon s square plus 4 square, which is 16. It will be our f of s. Now we will use the property. So Laplace transform of 1 upon t into sine 4t. is equals to integration from s to infinity. Our f of s is 4 upon s square plus 16. That's why I've written here. We have to find the integration of these from s to infinity. So 4 is a constant. That's why I have removed it outside, and 1 upon s square plus 16 will be written inside. Now we know the formula of integration, that 1 upon x square plus a square is equals to 1 upon a into tan inverse x by a. So our x is s and a is 4. Okay, so we have simply written here the 4 into 1 upon a. A was 4, that's why I've written here 1 upon 4 tan inverse x was s, that's why I've written s upon 4 here. So we have to find the value of this integration. So first of all, we will put the value of upper limit. So 4 will get cancelled. That's why tan inverse. We will replace the value of s with infinity. So tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse s by 4. Okay. Here it is s. That's why s by 4. So we know the formula of trigonometry, that tan inverse is obviously a 1. That's why 1 minus tan inverse s by 4 is cot inverse s by 4. This is the formula of trigonometry. Okay. So cot inverse s by 4 is our desired answer. So now we will see the property number 7. So the property number 7 says that if you have to find the Laplace transform of f dash of t, then it will be s into f of s minus f of 0. And if you have to find the Laplace transform of f double dash of t, then it will be s square into f of s minus s into f of 0 minus f dash of 0. And if you have to find the Laplace transform of f triple dash of t, then it will be s cube into f of s minus s square into f of 0 minus s into f dash of 0 minus f double dash of 0. So we will see this property with an example. So if you have to find the Laplace transform of derivative of sine t upon t, then first of all we will find the Laplace transform of f dash of t. So here f dash of t is sine t upon 2t. So I have written here Laplace transform of sine t upon t. So now we will use the property number 7. uh, I have by mistakenly written here 6. It is 7. Okay. So so in this sine t upon t, so sine t is f of t. So first of all, we will find the Laplace transform of sine t. Then we will apply this property. Okay. So Laplace transform of sine t is simply 1 upon s square plus 1. So by using the formula of integration, we will write this tan inverse s, and the upper limit is infinity and the lower limit is s. Okay. So here tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse s. We have simply replaced s with first infinity and then with s. So tan inverse infinity is 1. That's why 1 minus tan inverse s is cot inverse s. This is the formula of trigonometry. So this is our f of s. So so we will see the property. So the property says that if we have to find the Laplace transform of f dash of t, then it is s into f of s minus f of 0. Okay. So we have found f of s, but we have to find f of 0. Okay. So we will first of all find f of 0 by simply putting the value of s is equals to 0 in f of s. So sine 0 upon 0, sine 0 is 0. So 0 upon 0 is equals to 1. So we will apply the property number 7. So it is s into f of s minus f of 0. So s into f of s was cot inverse s and f of 0 was 1. So therefore s into cot inverse s minus 1. So this is our desired answer. So now we will see the property number 8. So the property number 8 says that if you have to find the Laplace transform of integration from 0 to t of f of t, then it will be f of s upon s. So we will see this property with an example. So our example is integration of 0 to t. sine hyperbolic 4t into dt. So here f of t is sine hyperbolic 4t. So first of all we will find the Laplace transform of f of t, which is 4 upon s square minus 16. This is the basic formula of Laplace transform. So we have applied over here and we have got the f of s. Okay, so we will apply the property number 8, and property number 8 is, if this is the condition, then we will write here as f of s upon s. So f of s upon s, f of s was 4 upon s square minus 16. So simply 4 upon s square minus 16 into 1 by s. So 1 by s is here, therefore we will get our desired answer here. So thank you.